Everyone, I'm YaYa, and I want to welcome you to the Beginners Playlist, a triage list of the best easy beginner watercolor videos. Thanks for being here. There's something extra peaceful about painting winter landscapes, quiet trees, soft snow, and gentle skies. In this easy beginner watercolor video, we'll create a simple watercolor scene using loose brushwork, soft color blends, and just a few well-chosen details. No complicated drawing, no tiny fiddly stuff, just relaxing washes and letting the paint do what it does best. This project is perfect if you want to practice skies, snow, and atmosphere without pressure. So grab your paints, warm up your cup of tea, Scottish breakfast tea, and let's paint that calm winter moment together. So let's dive in. And for those of you who have watched my past videos, you know that I struggle with landscape. So this might be more of a lesson of do as they say, and I'll show you what not to do kind of thing. So these, except one, are all from your videos list today down in the comments below. This is the first one. And I actually really liked her picture, and it's way better than mine. And things I would have done differently is I did not use a liner brush for these branches. So if I were to do that again, use your liner brush if you have one, or a very small brush, like my pointer here, which is a size 0, I believe. Yeah. Use something very small to get some of those branches finer. And I probably would have made the snow just a little bit darker out here, just so it showed better. And the leaves, I might have used a small angled brush instead of just trying to make tiny leaves. But one thing I did like is I did like the trunks of the trees. They have some nice shading on them and they look pretty good. So that's your first video. Next video is cabin and trees. And on here, the what not to do is I did use my liner brush. As you can tell, it's smaller. Is that the trees are really out of scale with the cabin. And I think part of it is my horizon probably should have been a little bit higher, but they're giant fir trees, as you can tell. The other thing that I would be careful is she does put these dark splats on there. And some of them got a little big, and I don't know that I would do the dark ones again over here by the trees. So I attempted to cover them up and make them not quite as noticeable by coming back in with my white gouache and putting white on them. But I like this tutorial. She has a lot of good things. Um, Her cabin starts out with a roof like this, but at the end she only has the front of the cabin. So I'm not sure where the rest of the roof got lost, but I went with the original drawing and tried to put snow on the roof. And I actually really like the colors she used in this one. So next up, something totally different, because I try to keep lots of things here. This is one that was actually very interesting. You're going to find that this week has a lot of washes in it that you do wet on wet. So to begin with, this was all wet on wet above the horizon line. And then you drop in, he has a darker blue and a different color of the sky, but I like the way it turned out. This one, the only thing is my colors are different than his. I did use a liner brush again, as you can tell, but it's kind of unique, and I like this one as well. Next up, lantern. And my lantern is a little bit long and skinny. It should have been a little shorter. I tried to use the same tape width that she did, but it made my lantern a little bit taller than I'd like. But otherwise, it's fun. And if you remember, one of the things we practiced long ago in the first series with, I believe it was Shada Campbell, one of the techniques was dropping salt on your wet on wet. And that's what she did to do these trees. And I did like how they turned out, and just put a few stems in and called it good. So here's the thing, this is coarse salt. And the reason why I'm saying it's coarse is because here's my first one. And I just used fine salt on it. I don't know if you can see both of these, but there's no trees. It's so fine. It just is this little stuff, and it just did not show up well. So what I did is more water, darker paint, well, same color actually, just more paint. and I used a medium or a coarse grain salt, and then you get these nifty looking kind of little bursts of stuff on there. So coarse grain salt. Next video, again, something different. This is by Ellen Crimi Trent, and you know I like her stuff. Again, my colors are slightly different than hers, but I did like it. It's very simple, and as you can tell, you know me and symmetrical things. As you can tell, they always slope down to the right. At least I'm consistent with it when I pay attention. But as you notice, every roof line except that one and maybe that one slopes down to the right. So very simple to do. And I just thought it was a fun winter scene. And I think I used a size 2 on these window frames. And again, I would probably have gone back to my um, my 0 in the Arctic with a really fine brush to do those because they got a little heavy with my number 2. So those all have videos with them. The last one I wanted to show you is just me winging it from the things we learned on the one with the tree line and having the trees go up into the wet on wet, and the fence that we drew from the cabin, and I think the first one didn't have a fence, but cabin. And I made some of it falling down here in the trees are from this one. So this one is on your video list, but it was just kind of fun. I thought, well, what not? Let's just try it and see if we can do anything. So I would encourage you to do that. When you're done, just take a piece of paper and go for it and see what comes out, whether you do a cabin and trees or just a landscape with a road going up it. Uh, Have fun with it and don't be in a hurry. You will have to let stuff dry on some of these in between the different wet on wets. But I had fun. I did actually have my cup of tea up here, and I had fun doing all these. So we'll quickly go through the video list because you've seen them all. The winter scene is the first one that looks like it's by the lake with the tree that I said I wish I would have used a liner brush. The Easy Watercolor Snowscapes is the one with the cabin on it. The winter landscape, so easy it almost paints itself, is actually the blue and orange one that I did. The winter night painting tutorial was the one with the lamp in it that I said was too long. My lamp was too long, not the video. And last one is she calls it a Christmas card tutorial, but I just called it a winter scene. It's the little town scene with the buildings. And because I couldn't narrow it down, I have 2 extra credits if you want to take a look at those. I did not paint them, but they look like they're fun, so they're on my list to do. So one is, again, Easy Winter Watercolor Landscape. The next one is a simple watercolor landscape. So extra credit if you do those. So remember, winter paintings don't need a lot of detail to feel magical. If you enjoyed this calm little painting break, give the video a thumbs up, please. And let me know what part of winter you like painting the most. Until next time, keep your brushes moving, your colors soft, and your creativity cozy and calm. And as always, let's close with YaYa's Irish blessing. May the Lord bless you and keep you. May your heart be light, your colors bright, and may you find joy and peace and the beauty that you create. Until next time, bye.